I can't.
Hey, 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 hey. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Minister Jinjin coming to you tonight. It's Wednesday. How you doing? And you know what tonight is? Wednesday. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you tonight for concluding Black History Month because this is the last Wednesday of February. And to celebrate Black History Month, we know we embarked 100 years celebrating African Americans and their Black excellence, their what they have contributed to this world. I'm not going to even say just this country, just the world, and what we've created, what we're still doing and thriving to do. So we're celebrating 100 years of Black history um, this month, and thank God we're still going, we're still thriving. And so tonight, I'm going to be presenting, I'm doing unknown people, but I'm not sure if anyone heard. Tonight I'll be presenting Miss Ann Lowe. Miss Ann Lowe. She was born in December 14, 1898 in Clayton, Alabama. In Clayton, Alabama. She died on February 25th, 1981. She was 82 years old in Queens, New York. Um, First, she is the first widely recognized Black female fashion designer. Did y'all know that? Like, did not know that. And you know what made her work so well known for people to know her, but or if again, I didn't know. But she was known for her exquisite handcrafted gowns for the excuse me, I can never high society back in that era. And so, and which was the high society was what the night in the 1950s or whatnot. And so wait for this, y'all. Wait. Yes, she was the first Black African American woman high fashion designer, high fashion, not just fashion designer, high fashion designer. She was well known. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Sorry. She was well known um, for her infamous. I'm coming with it. I'm coming with them. I know you're like, what is it? What is it? She was known for making and designing the wedding gown, excuse me, not wedding dress, wedding gown for Jackie Kennedy in 1953. Jackie Kennedy, y'all. And you know, Jackie Kennedy was known for her nice dresses and, well, of course, her wedding dress, yes. But the first lady, the late first lady, Jackie Kennedy, she was just known for her fashion, her clothing, her dresses, her she was just always put together so well. And so Miss Ann Lowe designed her wedding gown. Her wedding gown, y'all. Her wedding gown. So she was considered back then, or still now, hmm, of she was designed for high society people like that went to tea parties and these lavish parties or whatnot. So Miss Ann Lowe was known to design and sew people's dresses. Yes, she was faced with a lot of racial discrimination because of her skin color, because she was Black, and often denied her public credit. Because again, I didn't know who she was until now that I'm presenting this to you. And so I found it interesting, and I thought you guys would find it interesting as well. Another African American, not known for their work overnight. And so, like, we really rock. We really rock. And so she did. Sometimes she often didn't get. She often got denied for her and for public credit. While dressmakers like Elizabeth Keckley in the 1860s served as prominent figures, and Lowe was the first, excuse me, as I said before, the first African American to achieve a national prominence because she did the first lady Jackie Kennedy that was married to John F. Kennedy wedding gown. And from what I read, she did that in like a week or so, or sorry, take that back. That week of the wedding, um, I guess she had to get her measurements and everything. So Jackie Kennedy trusted her with her wedding gown to make her wedding gown and hand make it. Um, she was an African American to achieve national prominence as a noted designer in her own right. In her own right, she paved the way for future Black designers in high fashion. Her designs have been featured in high fashion magazines like Vogue, Vanity Fair, and other magazines. Her designs were known for her unique silhouettes and intricate detailing and hand-sewn floral appliques, noted for her artistry and quality. And also, excuse me, her artistry and quality. She had her work was the quality of it was beautiful. Um, she ran different salons during then. She ran different salons in New York and designed for luxury retail stores, including like Saks Fifth Avenue. Didn't know. African American designing clothes that her clothes are in Saks Fifth Avenue. And you know it's not that many black fashion designers. I mean high fashion designers like Gucci or Versace and everyone because you know they're all mainly are Italian or Caucasian. So yeah, it was her clothes were sold in Saks Fifth Avenue, and she establishes a legacy despite the barriers that she came forth to her. We have the fashion designer I did mention about Elizabeth Keckley, which was she was a former slave, which married she designed personal. She was the excuse me, Mary Todd Lincoln. Mary Todd Lincoln, you know who that is? Abe Lincoln. Personal dressmaker in the 1860s. She was known to be an early black figure in American fashion. Didn't know that, right? So I'm giving y'all some good info, right? And then we have another black fashion designer, Zelda Wynn Valdez. She opened her own shop in 1948. In 1948, and designed for celebrities like Dorothy Dandridge. Oh, Dorothy Dandridge always dressed so beautiful. She was a beautiful lady. And we know her all her films that she was in. Hi, Sister C. Wright. And I know that one movie I love. What's the movie with her, Dorothy Dandridge and Harry Belafonte, and he was a soldier. That's one of my favorite movies because Minister Ginger like old movies, like even black and white movies and that sort. I just think that was I love like old Hollywood type films and stuff, like the beginning of everything, especially with African Americans. But what is that movie with Dorothy Dandridge and Harry Belafonte? I cannot remember the name of it. Also, Ms. Zelda Wynn Valdez, she designed also for Eartha Kitt. That was the first. That was the first Catwoman, the black Catwoman. Halle Berry wasn't the first black Catwoman. Remember, Eartha Kitt was on Batman. So she designed for actress Eartha Kitt, and also created the first Playboy bunny costumes. So African American created that as well, like the costumes for they said the Playboy bunny costumes. So I have a famous quote for Miss Ann Lowe that she quoted that was well known when she was alive. It's quoted, "I do not cater to Mary and Sue. I sew for the families of social register." She's saying that because she said this famous quote because her high society clientele and her refusal to be she refused her work to be marginalized, famously saying she will take dresses back. Like, okay, so backing on that. So I did say she was known because she was a known high black fashion designer, but she was known because that week, this is what it was. That's why I got confused. That week of the wedding of Jackie Kennedy, she refused because they were trying to Jackie Kennedy's I guess people or security, whatever, try to make her, or the servants try to make her come through the back door. Oh no, Miss Lowe was like, I'm not going for that. She said, no, if you won't let me go through that front door, because she know how good her work is and how her craftsmanship and everything, and you need this dress, I'm gonna take the dress back. Yes, she did. She stood up for herself and her craftsmanship and her right. That was, she had every right to do so, and that was her rights. I'm not no slave. I'm here. I made a beautiful wedding dress that I created so Jackie Kennedy, Miss Kennedy, can wear on her wedding day. So she said, I deserve to go through the front door. And you know what, you guys? She walked through the front door. If she didn't walk through that front door, we wouldn't have seen that beautiful dress Jackie Kennedy wore on her wedding day in 1953, right? An African American made that dress, designed that dress, hand sewn the dress. The flower and the embroidery on Mrs. Kennedy's dress. Right on. So famously saying she will take the dress back. It forced her to use they tried to make her walk through the back door. So she had her every right to say what she had to say. She also expressed the financial struggles of true artistry, and noticing too late, she realized that she sold dresses for $300 that were costing, which was costing her $450, revealing the true cost of her geniuses. Like, she was not really making a lot from these beautiful dresses or whatnot. But we have a few high fashion designers now, which were have three names for you: Pierre Moss, Brother Valise, and I Ashia. I never heard of those names, but I'm gonna look into it further. Those three high fashion designers. But I wanted to, hi, Minister Kylie. I wanted to come forth to you because I didn't know that the first high fashion designer was a African American woman, and she was black, and she stood up for her work, her right. She had every right, like she said, she had every right. You need this dress. You came to me for this dress, and so many white people used to come to her to make their dresses, to go to the tea parties, to go to their husbands' parties. Because back in the 1950s, you had to come so dressed to impress. And it was a actual black African American making their dresses. But like I said, I researched that they didn't let that be known. And so I wanted to come forth tonight to you to tell you, hey, Sister Misha, I wanted to come forth to you tonight to let you guys know that we had a Miss Ann Lowe, a African American high fashion designer, because there's not too many of them here now. And so, and I just found it really interesting. And you know, Minister Ginger gonna come to you with some unknown stuff. And I went digging, digging, digging. And so I wanted you to come tonight, bring forth on Miss Ann Lowe. I hope, and if you missed it, just you can go back and see the what I've already presented. But I just find that really interesting, like a wow moment, like because I love fashion and everything, but just to know African American and a African American was the first high fashion designer. Even though the other two ladies that I did present in the midst of Miss Lowe, Miss Elizabeth Keckley and Zelda Wynn Valdez, they also was fashion designers and also designed for celebrities and high society people as well. But Miss Ann Lowe was the first African American to be that because she designed the infamous dress of Jackie Kennedy. And they said that the original dress is in Boston at the Kennedy Museum, but it's so delicate. It's been so many um, replicas made because it was right. You know, it's so old that it can fall apart or whatnot. So it's been replicas made of Miss Ann Lowe design that she made for Miss Kennedy for her wedding day. So if you see one here in DC or California, it's a replica, but the original one is in the Kennedy Museum in Boston, Massachusetts, where the original Ann Lowe's design dress of Miss Kennedy's wedding gown, excuse me. But I just found that really amazing, and that these fashion designers have paved the way for other artists and fashion designers, even models, and to be in the first African Americans to be in your designs being in Vogue and in Vanity Fair. Now, come on now. And I just love it when I see even artists and even um, black actresses and rappers or whatnot make it onto those covers of Vogue and Vanity Fair. Like we've come a long way and we're still coming, like I said at the beginning. We're still thriving, we're still going. And I just love black excellence. And so tonight I presented to you, do not forget this name, Miss Ann Lowe, the first African American high fashion designer. Okay. And I love y'all. Thank you. I love y'all. I'll see y'all on Sunday. And it's the first Sunday of the month. It's March, y'all. Black History Month is gone. So I'll see y'all Sunday. And I love y'all. And y'all have enjoy the rest of y'all week. Okay. Love y'all. Good night.